Hi everyone, I'm Natalie from My Progression, and in today's video we're going to discuss the best ways to prepare for an interview in a school setting. Prep is power. Whether it's Benjamin Franklin preparing to fail if he fails to prepare, or Abraham Lincoln spending 3/4 of his time sharpening his tools before cutting down a tree, it's long been said that preparation is the key to success. The more prepared you are for an interview, the better chance you have of sealing the deal. You'll be able to answer any question thrown at you. You can easily reel off the key skills you developed in your previous role, and have any important figures to mind. You should always do some research into the school or educational setting so you can demonstrate your understanding of where you're interviewing and show that you actually care about the job. What should you know? Firstly, let's start with what you need to know about the school. Who are the key people? You should know who's in the SLT. When they mention the head of English and you say, "Oh, is that still Mrs. Roberts?" it's clear you've done your homework. What's their ethos? A school's ethos is really important to them, so you need to know what it is and think about how you can incorporate this into your answers. Let's say they've asked you a question about what you're looking for in your next role. You know that integrity and inclusion are part of their core beliefs, so you can include this in your answer, as long as it's genuine. Ideally, use the same language as them when responding. I want to work somewhere that focuses on supporting and developing children from all backgrounds. Inclusion is something that's really important to me. Doing this will allow them to see you as part of the school and part of their culture. Next, you need to think about what they might ask you. Here are some example questions that you're likely to be asked in an interview. After each question, pause this video and write down how you might answer these. Describe a recent successful lesson to us and identify why it was successful. Please tell us how assessment supports learning. What do you think is the best way to motivate pupils during lessons? How will you manage challenges in your role? What would you do if a child in your class came into school with a bruise on their arm? Do you see yourself as a team player in the school, and how or will you do this? If successful in this post, how do you see yourself progressing in the next 5 years within the school? What personal strengths and qualities will you bring to the role? Do these questions sound familiar? What other questions have you been asked during an interview? Leave them in the comments below. When answering these questions, using the PEE method will allow you to help keep your answers concise and clear. P, point. What do you want to say? E, evidence, one or more examples to back up the point you've made. E, explain. You explain and develop the evidence to link back to the question. Take, how will you manage challenges in your role, for example? Point. I'm actually really confident when meeting deadlines and managing my workload. Evidence. In my last role, I had 2 separate groups of children needing intervention. They are both of very different levels of ability. I managed to work with the teaching assistant to ensure that both groups had the right plan and were hitting the required development points. I was doing this alongside my regular duties and getting the entire class ready for their SATs. Explain. Whilst this was challenging, I was able to prioritise my time and delegate what was needed in order to achieve good results for all the children. What should you bring? This is really dependent on what you're interviewing for. Think about what they'll want to see. Don't take too much. A folder with certificates, your CV, and any relevant accomplishments could be useful. It will look more professional if you put these in a bag, not plastic, so your hands are free. Prep for arrival. The main point here is to arrive well presented, calm, and on time. You need to look smart, even if the dress code for the setting is more relaxed. A blazer and smart shoes are recommended. Check your route and allow extra time for traffic so you arrive 10 minutes early. Don't go in early, but spend that time collecting your thoughts. You want to go in with a positive mindset. believe you can get this job. Even saying this to yourself out loud as you sit in your car or stand outside the school will give you a boost. What do you want to know? Finally, think about what you want to ask. Is there anything you're unsure of about the role? Make sure that the question you're asking isn't already detailed in the job spec. Don't ask a question just because you feel like you should. At that point, you're just wasting time. Here's a few examples of good closing questions. What's your favourite thing about working here? What's the next stage in this process? Is there anything else I can do or provide to help you make your decision? If the interview's gone well, then you can go in with a strong, is there anything else I need to do to get this job? If it hasn't gone quite as well, that question will be super awkward. See the link in the description for a detailed guide of interview questions. See our channel for our video on how to make the best first impression. And if you're finding this useful, then please like and subscribe to keep seeing more from my progression.